Okay.
It was October 7th, 1998, a cold and crucial night. A night when two men led a 21-year-old boy to a remote area shortly after midnight. They tied him to a split-rail fence, severely assaulted him, and left him to die. Almost 18 hours later, he was found by a bicyclist who initially mistook him for a scarecrow because of his severe condition. A few days later, he died at the hospital with his family by his side. His name was Matthew Shepard. A hate crime against his sexual orientation was what ended his life. These crimes occurred because of hatred and prejudice. Every individual in this room may possibly be a hate crime victim. How would you feel if Matthew was someone very dear in your life? Lynching, cross burning, vandalism in synagogues, and the Ku Klux Klan are a sad part of American history and all examples of hate crimes. Today, hate crimes still exist. In 2010, the FBI reported 6,628 hate crimes incidents. These crimes are part of our past and our present. It is essential for all of us to participate in preventing them from being a part of our future and the future of generations to come. It is important to take action to prevent these crimes because of their violent nature, psychological effects, and the large number of people they involve. Hate crimes are violent and much more likely than other crimes to be acts of brutal violence. According to the Leadership Conference on Human Civil Rights, because the intention is to hurt, maim, or kill, hate-motivated crimes are 5 times as likely as other crimes to involve assault. And these assaults are twice as likely as other assaults to cause injury and result in hospitalization. As I mentioned earlier, Matthew was killed as a result of a hate crime. Another incident of violence in hate crimes is the story of Ahmed Sharif, a New York taxi driver. A little over a year ago, he picked up a drunken passenger who engaged in a friendly conversation with him. After determining that Ahmed was Muslim, he stabbed him multiple times. The driver was slashed in his face, his neck, and his hands. He was severely cut and thus hospitalized. Not only are hate crimes violent and physically harmful, they also have negative psychological effects. Hate crimes affect both victims socially and mentally. According to University of Oregon's Counseling and Testing Center, victims of violent hate crimes may suffer from psychological distress than victims of other comparable violent crimes. Survivors of violent crimes, including hate crimes, are also at risk for developing a variety of health problems, including depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Symptoms of PTSD may include intrusive thoughts or recurring dreams, refusal or inability to discuss the event, pulling away emotionally from others, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and disturbed sleep. These symptoms may interfere with an individual's ability to work or to maintain healthy relationships, can lead to other problems such as substance abuse or violent behavior, and may be associated with other health problems such as severe headaches, gastrointestinal problems, and insomnia. Aside from causing a number of mental problems, hate crimes also involve a large number of people, which causes them to live their lives in fear. Committing assault, damage to property, bullying, harassment, and other forms of hate crimes causes damage to not only the victims, but other people too. Elena Gregera, who has studied hate crimes for years, argued that hate crimes terrorize not one victim, but many, and that such assaults threaten the very fabric of the American sense of safety and basic understanding of differences. As the House of Representatives report on the proposed HCSA noted, while each incident of violence represents a personal tragedy for the victim, hate crimes are an attempt to intimidate a larger group of people. In other words, bias-motivated violence victimizes not just the immediate target, but every member of the group represented by that target. As one can see, hate crimes cause a lot of issues and affects thousands of individuals as well as groups. None of us had an opportunity to choose the color of our skin, our ethnicity, our nationality, or any other feature that describes us. Basically, who we are and what we look like was something that we had no control over, while other people didn't either. So why do we judge others based on who they are and punish them for that? Better yet, why do we care? These people don't cause us harm, so no one should harm them. Because hate crimes are violent, cause psychological effects, and involve a large number of people, it is essential to take action, personal and legislative levels, to prevent them. Any one of you or a loved one may experience these effects. So what I'm asking you to do is not big. I urge you to look past the person's appearance and characteristics and encourage others to do so as well. Be a true citizen by supporting laws against bias-motivated crimes. If you don't want to help a person, don't harm them either. Remember that we are all part of one race, the human race. Eliminating prejudice requires that Americans develop respect for cultural differences and establish dialogue across racial, ethnic, cultural, and religious boundaries. Education, awareness, and acceptance of group differences are the cornerstones of a long-term solution to prejudice, discrimination, and bigotry. Thank you.
Thank you, Savannah. Nice work.